Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another plan with me in my B6 household planner, and we're going to be planning for October 3rd through the 9th. I sure hope I have my dates right. Clearly, if you've watched my videos this week, the dates have been not my friend. Yes, the 3rd. We'll just start with the 3rd and we'll just count up from there. Okay, I'm using the July 2020 mystery from Scribble Prints Co. Loving the cottage vibes, and we're gonna get into this. Do I want to use the washi? I don't know if I want to use the washi. I don't think I'm going to use the washi. At least that's what we're gonna go with right now. I'm not gonna use the washi. Nope, we're gonna put this on the honeydew side area because I want something different. Okay, so we'll get this over here. All right, so let's continue on with the stories. All right, where we picked up off of. If you watched my last video, you'll know that clearly having a weird man in the middle of the grass present himself to you is just whoa, it's a thing. It's a thing. All right, so let's see here. What do I want to use as this full box? I'm not a huge fan of fashion girls, but I'm gonna have to use her. So kind of is what it is, but whatever. All right, so after Weird Guy presents us and Stephanie and I start walking away because, you know, that was gonna happen real quick. We head over to the gift shop that's right there on the corner, which we had so much fun in that gift shop, and we just start buying stuff. It was the first of like 3 trips there, I want to say. Yeah. We clearly did not care that we kept going back. But I knew that I was not going to have enough time during the rest of the weekend to do any shopping, so I went and did a whole bunch of shopping so that I could get it up and out of the way and make sure that I at least had something for my kiddos because they did ask me. So, you know, I got shirts and sweaters. Not that I need a hoodie here in South Texas, but you know, it is. Eventually I'll have one day of cold and I'll be able to wear that hoodie and it will have paid for itself. But it came in handy. The hoodies came in handy when we were up there because it did get a little chilly one night that we, you know, and so it was just nice to have. So, wow, I should not have tried to throw the used up full box sheet. I should have just set it to the side. I'm just not on my game fully today. I'm kind of on my game, which is cool. So, all right, so we start with the 3rd. I need the 4th. And I'll get that. So, we went in, we went shopping, we came out with stuff, head back to the hotel, and drop our stuff off, and then we start meeting shop owners over at this place called Bit Bar. And this is like a 1980s guitar arcade place, you know, all the old arcade games, all that fun stuff, right? So we head over there, meet up with a whole bunch of shop owners, and have this big long table and are just eating and having a great time, right? And then it's arcade time, and we start doing the arcade, and Destiny and I go stand up behind the Dance Dance Revolution arcade, and we're just doing it behind the people. Obviously, Caitlin's recording us, so, you know, we had a great time. We got up there, worked out. Surprisingly, if you know my issues, my watch did not want to register me actively doing something again. We all just were, you know, because I get off and they were like, wow, that's a great way to close your exercise ring. And I was like, yeah, if my exercise ring would actually close. And they were like, what? I was like, yeah, I have issues with this watch. And yeah, haven't been able to quite figure it out. I think it's the way it sits on my wrist, because I have really bony wrists and I don't think it's making correct contact because of where it sits. I have really tiny wrists and then really bony wrists. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking is happening. So, but anyways, we had a fun time doing all of that. Shop owners are hilarious. We had so much fun just chatting back and forth and stuff. And by the time it was, and then, you know, we had already started to make our way towards the door, but somebody in the back ended up having a seizure and falling down. So they ended up having to call the ambulance. And we were kind of like, you know what, that's kind of our cue. Let's get out of here. We need to get out of the space and out of the way. So we got out of the way and started heading back. And, you know, everybody was, you know, going their own ways and everything. And we ended up going up to Caitlin. Sorry, I am like looking at my notes because I got to make sure that I don't like start skipping things and stuff like that. So we ended up going up to Caitlin's room. Quite a few of us. Who was it? It was me, Caitlin, Stephanie, Destiny, Monica, Jackie, and then Brianna came down and we were playing charades. Okay, so Monica is a pro at charades. She is great at acting it out, and she is fantastic at guessing them. I'm sure we have plenty of footage out there that, you know, could be used for blackmail. Just kidding. I had to act like a chicken. I also had to act out Slumdog Millionaire. Yeah, I'm just sick. It was, I hadn't played charades in years. It was hard. Some of the things that Caitlin was giving us, because she was the one picking out everything, it was hard, and stuff. But Stephanie acts out 10 things I hate about you, and she acts out the scene where she's up on the table dancing and then gets knocked out by the chandelier, and she had to keep doing it over and would be falling on the bed. Oh my gosh, we were cracking up laughing so much. It was so funny. And we stayed up way too late that night, but it was totally worth it. It's always worth it. So yeah, we had just a blast playing charades and everything. So, you know, went to bed laughing, having a good time. And next morning we get up. This is Friday. So we get up, we went out and we had brunch together. That was fun. That's all I'm going to say about that. That was fun. What else did we do? We walked around, we had brunch. Later that afternoon, like early dinner, because we had the walking tours that night. We got together with everybody again and went to a restaurant right where we were going to meet up for the walking tours, which was super fun. I really enjoyed. Okay, I really enjoyed all of that. All right, let's see. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then that way I can start putting in my boxes and stuff. So that evening, well, let's just say that when you have a big crowd, chances are people are going to want to split up their checks and everything, and she was in no way or order had a system to go about to understand what meal went with what person. So whatever is really what I kind of just was like, okay. So she ended up putting 3 people's stuff on my check. And I was like, guys, I will just get it. Like, let's not, you know, freak out about this. Just pay me back in cash tomorrow. Like, otherwise we're going to be here all night. The food was okay. It wasn't like that great. I ended up getting a Greek salad, and it was so overly dressed, like super dressed. So I wasn't too fond of all of that, but we ended up going to the our walking tour that night, which was absolutely fantastic. Our tour guide was so knowledgeable, was so, like, she just was just great. It was just absolutely great with how much knowledge she had, and the tour was really great. Got to meet Sabrina, who is one of my PR girls, and her sisters were there, and they were dressed up as the Sanderson sisters, and they did the walk for me, where, you know, the walk when they're on the hunt for the children. Oh my gosh, I was so happy. They did it for me. I was so happy I had it on film. I was, yeah, a little, like, geeking out for a minute, so, you know, it is what it is, and I'm okay with that. All right, let's see what I got here. Okay, so I got 4 and 4, perfect. Let's do this. I'm just gonna go down every other one so that we can get these. So went on the tour, had a great time. It was about a 2-hour tour. So when we were done, the other group hadn't finished yet. So we ended up walking down. We went to go see Allison's house from Hocus Pocus. We got to see the witch house, which is actually the judge's house. And that's where Caitlin and I were taking selfies, and then taking a selfie of a selfie of a selfie. So just go with it. It was just funny. It was just funny. So I should have used those ones. Oh well, that's fine. So we did all of that. Nope, I don't want this one. Sorry, I'm like trying to figure out what I need to do and what I need to put down and getting all confused, because is it really a video of mine if I'm not confused out of my gourd with all of this? No, it's not. Okay, so we finish the walking tour and we head over to this place because we've already had food. She was giving us all these amazing food recommendations, and we end up going to this place called Good Night Fatty, and it's a cookie place. Oh my gosh, the cookies were so delicious. So this cookie place changes their menu weekly, so every week is different cookies, and they usually only have like 3 to 4 cookies. So, you know, you get it and that's what you get. So we went over there and we sat and we had cookies and had just time of our lives. And then we had to go down and get everybody because they went out drinking. Make sure we had to get Allie over to where her hotel, because she got in late and stuff, so we were working on getting her over to where she needed to be and stuff. And it was once again another late night, but oh my gosh, those cookies were so good, y'all, so good. And the walking tour, there was a couple of times where we had, I gotta make sure that I've got plenty of boxes. Okay, where did that one box go? All right, so let's go ahead and put you here, and then I should be able to use one of these labels. Okay, just want to make sure that I have all of my stuff taken care of, because we all know that I can't have this white space. It kills me, it kills me, it kills me. This will be filled in with chores, so that's not a big deal, but everything else, you know how it goes. You know how it goes. So we had a couple of just people want to follow us, And I don't know if it was because they saw people in costumes or whatnot, but definitely when it gets dark, it gets a little weird. Okay, so we definitely, luckily the tours have security that comes with us, so we did have a security guy with us, which was very, very nice. I was very happy with that. That made things a lot better. But yeah, I'm such a sucker for history, so I could have like sat there and listened to all of this for just more hours and hearing the lore and everything. So it was right up my alley, and my feet didn't hurt afterwards. You know, we got to be at the whatchamacallit, the cemetery, the memorial. Seeing the memorial, that was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, seeing the memorial was pretty darn cool. So I am completely fine with that. I have this little sampler that I am just going to put these gold labels up here because I just want this gold. I mean, this kit would look super, super gorgeous foiled. So, but you know, late night that night, but that was all grand and wonderful. And yeah, I'm just about done here, so I'm not going to talk anymore because we have the meetup to talk about, which, one of the best meetups I have been to. Maybe it was just because the crowd was super, super like into it. My table got labeled the bad table, or the trouble table, I should say. And it's because we were just joking around. That's all we were doing. In fact, actually it was labeled the trouble table when I wasn't even sitting there. So I don't think we can even say that it was even my fault. So, all right, let me get this stuff out of the way because we be done with this. Oh, look at this fall goodness. I'm so ready for fall and all the cool weather. So yeah, I'll put my chore stuff up there, and then obviously other things that need to be done throughout the week. So consistent chores, dinners, whatever needs to be there, honey-do list, and probably nothing there. So yeah, if you enjoyed this plan with me, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button and leave me a comment down below, and I think that's about it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye now.